Every morning offers you a new opportunity, a fresh beginning to shape your reality, rewrite your narrative, and recalibrate your mindset. How you start your day has the power to determine how the rest of it unfolds. And in a world filled with distractions, expectations, and invisible battles, one of the most powerful tools at your disposal is your inner dialogue. Shi Heng Yi, a renowned Shaolin master and motivational figure, often speaks about the discipline of the mind and the importance of conscious living. He teaches that transformation begins not with the outer world, but within. It's not the noise outside that breaks you, it's the noise you believe inside. That's why what you say to yourself when you wake up is not just important, it's sacred. These aren't just daily affirmations or feel-good phrases. They are mental blueprints for resilience, clarity, focus, and inner power. They serve as silent warriors, reminding you of your strength, anchoring your purpose, and pushing you to act with intention, especially when life gets hard. In this video, we will explore 10 powerful things you must tell yourself every single morning. Words that can shift your perspective, strengthen your discipline, and awaken the inner warrior within you. These are not mere motivational quotes. These are life philosophies that can help you become more grounded, more focused, and more fulfilled. If you want to start every day with the calm power of a monk and the sharp focus of a warrior, then listen carefully. These 10 truths are not magic, but when practiced consistently, they can transform your life. Let's begin with the first powerful truth. 1. I am in control. The first and most empowering thing you can tell yourself each morning is, I am in control. This phrase might sound simple, but it holds the key to mastering your mindset, emotions, and actions. Shi Heng Yi teaches that control doesn't mean suppressing emotions or denying difficulties. It means owning your response to them. When you say, I am in control, you are not claiming that life will always go according to plan. Instead, you are reminding yourself that no matter what happens today, traffic, arguments, disappointments, distractions, you have the power to choose how you respond. And that choice, repeated over time, becomes your character. Most people wake up and immediately surrender their control. They check their phones, react to notifications, and scroll through headlines filled with fear and comparison. But when you begin your day with the intention that you are in control, you reclaim your power from the very start. Control is not about domination, it's about alignment. It's aligning your actions with your values, your emotions with your purpose, and your time with your goals. When you control your breath, you calm your nervous system. When you control your thoughts, you guide your focus. And when you control your reactions, you protect your peace. Shi Heng Yi reminds us that the first battle is always within. Before you face the world, face yourself. Tell yourself, I am not a victim of my emotions. I am not a prisoner of the past. I am not controlled by what others do or say. I am in control of me. And if you ever feel yourself slipping, pause. Take a breath. Reset. You're still in control. Say it with presence. I am in control. Let that be your armor today, because from that place of control, anything is possible. 2. Today is a gift. The second truth to tell yourself each morning is, today is a gift. It is easy to fall into the trap of treating each day as routine, as just another Monday, another stressful morning, another list of problems. But Shi Heng Yi emphasizes the importance of gratitude and awareness. When you truly understand the fragility of life, you stop taking days for granted. Every morning you wake up is a chance denied to millions. That alone is sacred. That alone is a gift. This mindset shift changes everything. You begin to see that the small annoyances, the traffic jam, the noisy neighbor, the missed call, are not interruptions to your life. They are part of the gift. They are chances to grow, to observe, to practice patience, to stay grounded. Today is a gift reminds you to stop rushing through life, to look people in the eyes, to breathe in the morning air, to enjoy your coffee without a screen, to feel the ground beneath your feet, because one day these moments will be the ones you miss the most. It also helps you let go of yesterday. Yesterday is done. The regrets, the mistakes, the missed chances, They don't belong to today. Today is new. It is fresh. It is yours. This phrase invites mindfulness. When you walk, walk fully. When you listen, listen completely. When you speak, speak with care. Why? Because today is not guaranteed. And when you live with that kind of awareness, you don't waste time on things that don't matter. You don't spend energy on people who drain you. You stop waiting for someday and start living now. As Shi Heng Yi says, when you truly understand that every moment is precious, you will treat it with the honor it deserves. That is what it means to be present. So before the world pulls you into 1,000 directions, pause, breathe, and say to yourself, today is a gift, and treat it like one. 3. I am responsible for my energy. Every morning, remind yourself, I am responsible for my energy. This is more than just a motivational phrase. It's a powerful truth that can completely reshape the way you interact with the world. Shi Heng Yi often emphasizes that your energy is your signature. Before you speak, before you act, your energy enters the room first. Your energy is not determined by how others treat you, what news you read, or what circumstances you face. It is determined by what you cultivate internally. You are not a sponge for negativity. You are a generator of your own state of being. Saying, I am responsible for my energy, sets a powerful tone. It means that if you are feeling heavy, you take time to understand why. If you are feeling reactive, you step back before you speak. If you are feeling tired, you take steps to rest, not complain. This kind of self-awareness builds emotional maturity and inner strength. It also means being intentional about what you allow into your space. If something drains you, ask yourself why you keep feeding it. Are you constantly scrolling through negativity? Are you spending time with people who drain rather than uplift? Being responsible for your energy means setting boundaries, mentally and emotionally. You protect your peace like your life depends on it. Because in many ways, it does. This truth also invites you to become a source of light for others. If you walk into a room full of frustration and tension, you have the power to soften it. Through your calm, your discipline, your kindness. That doesn't mean becoming a people pleaser. It means becoming so rooted in your own energy that chaos cannot shake you. Shi Heng Yi teaches that mastering your energy is the same as mastering your life. Energy is not just physical. It's mental. It's emotional. It's spiritual. And it begins every morning with a simple decision. Will I create energy today or consume it? Will I uplift or drain? Will I complain or conquer? So say it with intention. I am responsible for my energy. Because how you feel influences how you live. 4. I let go of what I cannot control. The fourth powerful truth to speak every morning is, I let go of what I cannot control. These words are not a sign of weakness or surrender. They are a sign of wisdom. As Shi Heng Yi teaches, true strength is knowing where to direct your energy, and letting go is one of the highest forms of discipline. The world is unpredictable. You cannot control how others behave, what the news will report, what your boss will say, or what traffic you will face. But what you can control is how tightly you hold on to those things. When you grip onto situations that are outside your reach, you exhaust yourself emotionally, mentally, and even physically. Letting go is not about giving up. It is about realigning with your power. When you begin your day with this truth, you release the anxiety of outcomes. You stop obsessing over things that drain your spirit. You allow room for peace to enter. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you care deeply, but wisely. You do your best, and then you detach from the results. This mindset helps you flow with life rather than fight it. Shi Heng Yi often uses the metaphor of water. Water adapts, flows around obstacles, and wears down the hardest stone, not through force, but through persistence and surrender. Be like water. Flow where you can. Surrender where you must. Saying, I let go of what I cannot control, also prevents unnecessary suffering. You stop overthinking, overanalyzing, and replaying old wounds. You free yourself from the illusion that you must carry everything. Some burdens are not yours. Some storms are not yours to chase. This statement is an act of self-compassion. You deserve peace. you deserve clarity. And letting go creates space for both. So take a deep breath each morning and repeat it with conviction. I let go of what I cannot control. Then move forward lighter, freer, and more present. Because in letting go, you do not lose. You make space for what is real, for what is meant, and for what truly matters. 5. I choose progress over perfection. The fifth truth to remind yourself each morning is, I choose progress over perfection. In a world that often glorifies flawless outcomes and overnight success, this simple phrase brings you back to what truly matters: consistent effort, not unrealistic ideals. Shi Heng Yi emphasizes the power of steady improvement over time. He teaches that perfection is an illusion that traps the mind. It causes procrastination, self-doubt, and paralysis. When you strive for perfection, you wait for the perfect time, the perfect mood, the perfect conditions, and in doing so, you often do nothing at all. But progress? Progress is always available. It does not ask for perfection. It asks for presence, commitment, and courage. When you say, I choose progress over perfection, you give yourself permission to be human, to make mistakes, to learn, to improve one step at a time. This mindset changes how you approach everything. You stop judging yourself for not having it all figured out. You begin to value small wins, waking up earlier, being kinder in a difficult moment, reading one page of a book instead of none. These small efforts may seem insignificant, but over time, they build a powerful foundation. Choosing progress also frees you from comparison. You stop measuring your journey against someone else's highlight reel. Instead, you focus on your growth, your resilience, and your evolution. Shi Heng Yi often says that mastery is not about doing extraordinary things. It is about doing ordinary things with extraordinary focus and patience. Perfection demands that you be someone else. Progress allows you to become more of yourself. This shift also builds self-trust. When you honor your effort instead of your outcome, you become more confident, more disciplined, and more grounded. You start showing up, not because you have to be the best, but because you are committed to becoming better. So each morning, before the pressure to be perfect creeps in, tell yourself, I choose progress over perfection, and then move forward, with messy action, with humble confidence, with quiet power, because your growth is not about being flawless, it's about being fearless in your pursuit. 6. Discomfort is my teacher. The sixth powerful truth to affirm each morning is, discomfort is my teacher. This may sound counterintuitive in a world that constantly sells comfort as the ultimate goal. But as Shi Heng Yi often teaches, true growth does not come from ease. It comes from facing what is difficult with courage and awareness. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, you are stepping into a lesson. Whether it is physical strain, emotional discomfort, or mental resistance, these are not signs that something is wrong. They are signs that something is changing. And change, though painful, is essential for transformation. When you begin to view discomfort not as punishment, but as a powerful teacher, you stop running from it. You start listening. You become curious. What is this moment trying to teach me? Where is my ego being challenged? Where am I being invited to grow? Shi Heng Yi teaches that monks train their minds by welcoming discomfort, not to suffer, but to strengthen their will. Cold showers, silence, fasting, rigorous routines, these are not about pain, they are about discipline, about detaching from the need for constant pleasure and leaning into what builds character. Discomfort also teaches humility. It reminds you that you are not invincible, and that is a good thing. It keeps you grounded. It helps you empathize with others. It shows you where you still have work to do. Whether it is a difficult conversation, a new challenge, or a moment of failure, discomfort reveals your edges. It shows you where you are limited and where you have the potential to expand. So instead of avoiding it, greet it. Say, discomfort is my teacher. And then ask, what can I learn from this moment? What part of me is being stretched, tested, or awakened? When you shift your relationship with discomfort, you become more resilient, more patient, and more powerful. You no longer see challenges as setbacks, but as stepping stones toward your higher self. Say it again, especially when the day feels hard. Discomfort is my teacher. And in time, you will discover that the moments you once feared are the ones that shaped you the most. 7. I am enough as I am. The seventh truth you should speak into existence each morning is, I am enough as I am. In a world that constantly bombards you with messages that you need to be richer, thinner, more productive, more liked, or more successful, this statement is radical. But as Shi Heng Yi emphasizes, your worth is not something to be earned. It is something to be recognized. You are not a project that needs fixing. You are not broken. You are not defined by your past mistakes, your current struggles, or the opinions of others. You are a work in progress, and still, you are enough. This is not an excuse to stop growing. It is the foundation from which true growth begins. Many people wake up and immediately feel like they are already behind, like they must prove themselves from the moment their feet touch the ground. But when you begin your day with the reminder that you are enough, you take a breath. You move with dignity instead of desperation. You stop chasing validation and start embodying self-respect. Shi Heng Yi teaches that self-acceptance is not about arrogance or self-indulgence. It is about being at peace with who you are, while still striving to become more. It means showing up with integrity, not shame. It means silencing the voice in your head that says, "You're not ready," or "You don't have what it takes," and replacing it with a calm, steady knowing. I am enough. This truth also transforms your relationships. When you know you are enough, you stop overextending. You stop people-pleasing. You set boundaries without guilt. You speak with clarity, not insecurity. And perhaps most importantly, you start attracting people who see your value, because you finally see it yourself. Say it as a declaration, not a question. I am enough as I am. Let that truth sink into your bones. Let it quiet the noise. Let it remind you that nothing outside of you defines your value, not your income, your appearance, your relationship status, or your productivity. You were born enough. You just forgot. Say it again. And remember. 8. I am grateful for this breath. The eighth truth to anchor yourself in every morning is, I am grateful for this breath. It may seem simple, even mundane, but gratitude is one of the most powerful forces for shifting your mindset and energizing your day. Shi Heng Yi reminds us that every breath is a miracle, an unearned gift, and recognizing this sets a tone of humility and presence. When you wake up and acknowledge your breath, you bring yourself into the moment. You step away from worries about the future or regrets about the past. You find peace in the here and now. This act of gratitude grounds you in life itself, the very life force flowing through your body. Gratitude is a practice, not just a feeling. Saying, I am grateful for this breath, cultivates awareness of all the small things you might otherwise overlook. Your heartbeat, the warmth of the sun, the sound of birds, the kindness of a stranger. These small moments add up and create a deep reservoir of strength and happiness. Shi Heng Yi teaches that monks practice mindfulness of breath to calm the mind and develop clarity. Breath is a bridge between body and mind, between the visible and the invisible. When you honor your breath, you honor yourself. Gratitude also rewires your brain. Scientific studies show that regular gratitude reduces stress, boosts mood, and improves resilience. It rewires your neural pathways to focus on abundance instead of lack. This truth invites you to approach challenges with grace. When life feels overwhelming, come back to your breath and the gratitude it holds. Remember that no matter how hard things get, this breath, this moment, belongs to you, and it is yours to use wisely. Start your morning by inhaling deeply and saying, I am grateful for this breath. Let the gratitude fill your lungs, your heart, and your mind. Carry it with you as a shield and a light, because gratitude for this breath is gratitude for life itself, and life is the greatest gift you have. 9. I will act with purpose. The ninth truth to empower your mornings is, I will act with purpose. Every day, you have countless choices about how to spend your time, energy, and attention. Shi Heng Yi teaches that living without purpose is like drifting in the ocean without a compass, easy to get lost, exhausted, or overwhelmed. When you say, "I will act with purpose," you commit to intentionality. You decide to live awake, aware, and aligned with your deepest values. This truth transforms mundane tasks into meaningful actions. Whether you are working, resting, or connecting with others, you are doing so with clear intention. Acting with purpose means understanding your why you get up early, why you do your work, why you nurture your relationships. It means choosing actions that move you closer to your goals instead of distractions that pull you away. Shi Heng Yi emphasizes that discipline without purpose is empty. Purpose fuels discipline and makes sacrifice meaningful. When your actions reflect your purpose, motivation flows naturally. Obstacles become challenges to overcome, not reasons to quit. This mindset also helps you stay present. Instead of rushing through the day or procrastinating, you prioritize what matters most. You create boundaries around your time and energy, saying no to distractions without guilt. Saying, "I will act with purpose," is a reminder to yourself that your life is your message. Every choice you make writes the story of who you are becoming. So choose wisely. Choose courage over comfort. Choose growth over stagnation. Start your day with this declaration and watch how it sharpens your focus and strengthens your resolve. Let purpose guide your steps and decisions. As Shi Heng Yi teaches, a life lived with purpose is a life fully lived. Say it now. I will act with purpose. Let these words be your compass through every challenge and opportunity today. 10. I trust the process. The final powerful truth to say every morning is, I trust the process. Life rarely unfolds in a straight line. Shi Heng Yi teaches that patience and trust are essential companions on the path to growth and fulfillment. When you trust the process, you release the desperate need to control every outcome and instead embrace the journey itself. Trusting the process means understanding that progress, success, and transformation take time. It means that setbacks, delays, and failures are not signs of defeat. They are part of the learning curve. The process is where you build resilience, develop character, and cultivate wisdom. Many people struggle with impatience. They want immediate results and get discouraged when things don't happen fast enough. But Shi Heng Yi reminds us that a tree does not grow overnight. Its roots deepen slowly beneath the surface, unseen but vital. The visible growth above ground is just a sign of the work happening beneath. Saying, I trust the process, grounds you in faith, not blind faith, but faith based on discipline, consistency, and self-awareness. It calms your mind when doubts arise. It gives you strength to keep moving when the path feels uncertain. This truth also invites you to be gentle with yourself. You are not expected to have it all figured out now. You are not rushing to a final destination. Instead, you are walking step by step, day by day, learning and evolving. Shi Heng Yi teaches that trusting the process allows you to flow with life instead of fighting it. When you accept that life's timing is different from your timing, you stop resisting and start cooperating with your own growth. Repeat it daily. I trust the process. Let it be your anchor when storms come. Let it remind you that your efforts matter, even if you don't yet see the results. Because trusting the process is not giving up. It is giving in to the wisdom of time and your own inner strength. It is the secret to peace and progress. Conclusion, 200 words. Starting each day with powerful truths spoken to yourself is more than just a morning routine. It is a profound act of self-mastery. As Shi Heng Yi teaches, your mindset shapes your reality. By consciously choosing what you say to yourself every morning, you plant seeds of strength, clarity, and resilience that grow throughout your day and beyond. The 10 statements we explored, reminders of control, gratitude, responsibility, acceptance, progress, and trust, serve as anchors for your mind and spirit. They help you navigate life's challenges with calm and purpose, transforming obstacles into opportunities and distractions into lessons. When you say, I am in control, you reclaim your power. When you say, today is a gift, you cultivate gratitude. When you say, I trust the process, you embrace patience. Together, these affirmations create a mindset that is unshakable. In a world full of chaos, noise, and pressure, these truths offer peace and direction. They remind you that no matter what happens, your greatest strength lies in how you choose to respond. Make these powerful phrases your daily companions. Speak them with conviction, live by them with intention, and watch how your life transforms. Because when you control your mind, you control your world.